You know that feeling, right? That incredibly frustrating moment when a name, a fact, or just what you were about to say is right on the tip of your tongue, but you just can't grab it? Forgetting important things messes with our work, our home lives, and frankly, our confidence. But what if there was a permanent solution? Well, that's what we're going to break down right now. I mean, does any of this sound familiar? You meet someone new, and their name vanishes from your brain like 2 seconds later. Or you walk into a room with a purpose, and suddenly, poof, you have no idea why you're there. Maybe you even missed a meeting because it just totally slipped your mind. You're not alone. This is an unbelievably common experience for so many of us. And this idea right here, this is the most important thing you need to hear today. So many of us think you're either born with a great memory or you're not, that it's some kind of gift. But the truth is, that's just not how it works. A good memory is a skill. It's like a muscle that you can train and strengthen naturally, just by learning how to work with your mind instead of against it. So let's start by digging into why this problem of forgetting feels so, well, universal these days. Why are so many of us struggling with it? Okay, let's get to the root cause. Now, there are a couple of reasons why our recall might fail us, but it turns out one single issue is responsible for the vast majority of cases. So here they are, the two main culprits: overthinking and trauma. Now, trauma is a serious cause. A major emotional shock or a loss can definitely impact your memory. But it's also less common. The big one, the issue that affects almost all of us on a daily basis, is overthinking. That's the primary culprit. And let's be super clear about what we mean by overthinking. This isn't about sitting down and having a deep, focused thought session. Nope, it's the exact opposite. It's just mental noise. It's having dozens of different thoughts, worries about the future, anxieties about the past, all running in the background at the same time. Your mind is divided and it's totally cluttered. This analogy explains it perfectly. Just think about your mind like it's a mobile phone. What happens when you have way too many apps open and running in the background? The phone gets slow, right? It starts to lag and sometimes it just completely freezes up. Well, your mind works the exact same way. When it's overloaded with all that background noise, your whole mental system gets sluggish and disturbed, and your memory is one of the first things to go. And get this, the scale of this issue is just staggering. A full 90% of everyday memory problems are not caused by some deep underlying condition. They are a direct result of this mental clutter. And that's actually great news, because it means if we can solve the overthinking, we can solve the memory problem. So, the big question is, how do we solve it? Well, here's the plan, a super simple 3-step guide that you can follow over the next 30 days to quiet your mind and really sharpen your memory. So, here's our roadmap. The whole journey is broken down into 3 easy 10-day phases. First, in days 1 to 10, we go straight to the root of the problem. We tackle the overthinking. Then, from days 11 to 20, we actively strengthen your mind's recall ability. And finally, in the last 10 days, we program your mind for lasting success. All right, step 1. For the first 10 days, our goal is simple, but it is so powerful. We just need to turn down the volume on all that background noise. You see, before we can build a strong memory, we have to give it a quiet space to actually work. Okay, here's the actual exercise for those first 10 days. 3 or 4 times a day, just find a quiet moment, get relaxed, and close your eyes. Then, you'll do a simple mental exercise to consciously slow everything down, but the most important time to do this is right before you go to sleep. This clears out your mental desktop, which helps you sleep better and wake up with a much fresher mind. Awesome! So once you've started to quiet things down, it's time for the next phase. From day 11 to 20, we're going to start actively training your brain's recall muscle. We're essentially teaching it how to pull up information whenever you want it. This exercise is great. You only have to do it once a day, right before you fall asleep. After the lights are out, just lie there and mentally replay your entire day, from the moment you woke up to that very second. The first night, you might only remember the big things, but I promise, by day 3 or 4, you'll start remembering little conversations, feelings, tiny details. What this does is it sends a powerful signal to your brain that says, hey, these details are important, remember them. Okay, let's move on to the final phase for days 21 to 30. This is where we lock in all those positive changes by reprogramming your core beliefs about your own memory. See, your brain has this amazing ability to believe what you tell it over and over again. So for this last exercise, we're using affirmations. Twice a day, once right before sleep and once during another relaxed moment, you're going to get into a calm state and just repeat positive statements about your memory. Repeating them 10 to 14 times isn't just wishful thinking. It actually leverages your brain's ability to rewire itself. You're building a new confident belief system about how great your memory is. And here is a fantastic example you can use word for word. My mind is fresh, calm, and powerful. I now remember every important thing at the right time. My memory is getting better every day. When you say this consistently, you're literally convincing your subconscious mind that this is the new reality. You're not just hoping for a better memory anymore, you are declaring it. So after you follow this 30-day plan, what happens? What are the powerful real-world results you can actually expect to see and feel? Well, the benefits go way beyond just not forgetting stuff. Yes, you can absolutely expect a sharper memory, but you'll also notice you're getting deeper, more restful sleep. You'll wake up with a mind that actually feels calm and fresh, and that naturally leads to way more confidence in yourself and just a greater ability to enjoy your life without that constant buzz of background stress. By tackling the root cause and then systematically training your mind, what used to be a daily frustration just becomes an old story. It's something that used to happen. You're back in control, and poor memory simply becomes a thing of the past. So, I'll leave you with this final question. It's not just about what you'll remember, it's about who you'll become. With a calm mind, sharp focus, and this renewed sense of confidence, what will your life be like in 30 days?